forgive me if I'm a little nervous up here, but it is my first time in front of such a large audience without an electric guitar in my hands. Colleagues, professors, family and friends, it is my distinct honor to deliver this valedictory address. Today we celebrate a moment of transition. As the class of 2013, we bid farewell to our alma mater, UMass School of Law, and embrace our futures as Juris Doctors in the uncharted territory of a rapidly evolving global digital age. Over the years that we have earned our degrees, we have become learned and authoritative in this Anglo-American legal tradition, and thereby have developed the ability to provide others with access to justice. We have become embodiments of one of the most remarkable and effective achievements known to recorded history. From the days of Chief Justice John Marshall and through the Industrial Revolution, the Civil and World Wars, to our struggles to achieve gender and racial equality, and into the dawn and adolescence of this digital age, the brilliance of the American legal system has sustained a relative stability and great prosperity, which in turn have made this country the destination of choice for immigrants around the world from whom most of us descend. This tradition that we have fortuitously inherited recognizes the dangerous human tendency to be biased and blinded by our own personal affiliations and limitations, and therefore places great value on respect for proceeding and deference to the will of the majority while protecting the fundamental rights of discrete and insular minorities with limited political power or no public popularity. It is a tradition that is slow to judge and that places great value on meticulous consideration of all possible arguments before reaching a decision enlightened by the difficult balancing of public safety concerns with values of equity and lenity, balancing of law and order against freedom and liberty. Abraham Lincoln said in his first message to Congress on the 4th of July, 1861, that the leading objective of our three branches of government is to elevate the condition of men, to lift artificial weights from all shoulders, to clear the paths of laudable pursuit for all, to afford all an unfettered start and a fair chance in the race of life. I can think of no greater expression of those values than our alma mater, the UMass School of Law. Established in 1898, the world-famous New Bedford Textile School metamorphosed into our present-day University of Massachusetts at Dartmouth. In 1986, two students from a fledgling law school in southern Massachusetts approached the judge in their hometown, who they knew had been a distinguished educator at Boston College Law School. The students tearfully explained to the judge how after attending their law school for 5 years on nights and weekends, the Massachusetts Board of Regents had decided that they could not sit for the Massachusetts bar examination. A decision, if unchanged, would have closed the law school. The students implored the judge to help them reverse the decision of the Board of Regents. This judge visited their law school, our law school, and was so taken by the sincerity and commitment of the 90 students there that he took up their cause. Eventually, through his passion, persistence, and advocacy, before the Massachusetts Board of Regents, the decision was reversed, and graduates of the Southern New England School of Law were permitted to sit for the Massachusetts bar exam. Subsequently, this judge left his bench, came to teach at the law school, and was instrumental in the construction of our law school building located at 333 Ponce Corner Road. This judge who I speak of sits among us today and is, of course, the incomparable Judge Francis Larkin. For the past 20 years, in many ways has been the soul and spirit of this institution. Another founding professor of our law school and revered pillar of the Massachusetts legal community, Judge George Jacobs, recalled to me that the primary mission of the early SNESL years was to give people, especially locals working full-time, who had very limited opportunity to enter a learned profession, a reasonable and relatively inexpensive chance at doing so. I'm sure that I speak on behalf of most of us when I say to the founders of our law school, including Judge Larkin, Dean Ward, Associate Dean Cleary, who served as Dean in earlier years, Dean Hillinger, Professor Rutko, Professor Sharp, Professor Clifford, Judge Jacobs, Professor Conward, Professor Duncan, and Professor Dunlap, that but for your values, hard work, and dedication, I would not be here today. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. In 2010, I was fortunate enough to attend the event at which Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick recognized the transition of the Southern New England School of Law into the University of Massachusetts School of Law at Dartmouth. Today, in the fourth decade of our law school's legacy, under the inspirational, dynamic, progressive, and compassionate leadership of our Dean, Mary Lou Billick, UMass Law School is well on its way to full ABA accreditation, and this year we hosted a visit from the U.S. Attorney General, Eric Holder. An exciting, energetic, learned, and diverse faculty, including those I have had the rare privilege to learn from, Professors Connolly, Froys, Markey, Davis, Cohen, Tom Cleary, Kearney, Frank Amano, and all the rest, have carried the torch of Justices Holmes, Brandeis, Cardozo, Learned Hand, Warren, Blackmun, Ginsburg, and the like, and illuminated our lives with the opportunity to receive the education that we gather to celebrate today. Class of 2013, it is through great sacrifice that each of you has earned your place in this great legal tradition. Today is your day to be congratulated, recognized, and celebrated. Each of you has a unique story of how you graduated from law school. The dedication and devotion that I've seen among my classmates has been humbling, and it's made me certain that every one of you deserves to be at this podium delivering this speech in your own way. I cite to John Monahan's Facebook posting this morning as binding authority for that assertion. I'd like to especially recognize those of you who began law school as parents, or became parents, lost loved ones, commuted long distances, worked full-time, or carried other such burdens while attending law school. I salute you and congratulate all of you on achieving your long sought-after goal. As my GPS device says, you have reached your destination. Congratulations. I would like now to address the mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, families, friends, and co-workers of our graduating class. Thank you for the sacrifices you have made, the family time you have missed, the extra work you have done, and the grumpy, stressed-out behavior you have tolerated. And to my beloved wife of 11 years, you dragged me out of India, you forced me to go back to school, you put up with me all the way through it. You are my greatest inspiration for any achievement I may have. All credit goes to you. As I mentioned at the outset, today we celebrate moments of transition. We have reflected on the past, celebrated the present. Now let us turn our attention to the future. While the UMass Law Starship ascends stealthily to take its rightful place in the heavens among the most established schools in the legal universe, I implore the administration not to forget the unique South Coast of Massachusetts history that distinguishes us from our colleagues in legal education. And the same goes for us, my sisters and brothers, the class of 2013, as we enter the profession and rightfully build illustrious careers for ourselves and our families and bring further glory to the fine name of our great institution. Let us not forget the values that we have reaped the benefits of and inherited through the UMass Snessel legacy. And let us, in addition to building great lives for ourselves, always remember to give of our time and services to make sure our community's least privileged and most vulnerable members are not denied the great gift that we can now give. That gift being access to justice. So UMass Law School, farewell. Mothers, fathers, children, family, and friends and professors, thank you. We know we can never repay you. Sisters and brothers, graduating class of 2013, let's go out there and do good, do well, and take care of one another. God bless you all.